here in Blender. Okay, so this is a new scene, empty scene. So I will begin. I'll create a plane, press N on my keyboard, and I'll go to my top view. Let me adjust the width. I want maybe 37 and 47. Okay, for now let's begin with this. Tab edit, and I will extrude for the seat height, the standard seat height. I'll enter 45 centimeter. So I'm already using the unit centimeter, so just entering 45, I get 45 centimeter. So this is going to be my reference for the seat height. Okay, and I will duplicate this, and let me change this to maybe roughly 75. I will roughly start drawing the pattern. So I'll start with a point, Shift A, and go to curve, select point, and let's expand this settings. Instead of 2D, select 3D and select poly for the curve type. Okay, this is the point over here, so press G. So the starting point will be, let's say, somewhere here, and then press E to extrude, E to extrude, E to extrude. Bring it out a little bit. So this is my starting rough shape. In order to snap, I would like to change this to vertex. And now when I move, G, hold control, so I'll snap it over here. Change this to polymesh. So press Control A, and then convert this to visual geometry to mesh. So now this is a polymesh, but we have only the edges. So we can tap edit, select all of the edges, and then press E to extrude. Then I can hold control. Okay, so this is the result. Let me hide this. So this is the result so far, very basic. Selected subdivision modifier. Okay, so now when I come here, let me turn this off, display mode. So when I go into the edit mode, I can see the original sketch. So let me add edge loop. I will use the mouse wheel. So increase the edge loop count to 2. Click, and now I can press scale, F for scale, and then X, red line. So now I can bring it closer. Okay, so if I press tab to come out of edit mode, I can see the end result. Okay, press tab again, and now I can add one more loop cut here. Control R, and then just bring this closer. One more over here, Control R, bring this closer. Okay, now see the result. Okay, this is good. I would like to extract some of the edge lines from this smooth mesh. I would like to add one in the center, and I will adjust the vertices. Go to my right view and bring this out just a bit, get a shape. Let's press tab and see the result so you understand what I'm trying to do. Okay, so bringing this out, push this back furthermore. Maybe I would like to turn this on so I can see the end result at the same time. I'll push this back further, G, and push this down further, G and Z, move it down. Let me turn this off, press tab edit, one more edge loop over here, and then select this point and turn this on so I can see the end result, and push it down just a little bit, just a little bit, so I can avoid the straight line. Select the points and then push this back. So I'm trying to break this straight line. All right, so I can move this back, and let's turn on this so we can see the end result. Yeah, it should be a little bit rounded. Maybe we can exaggerate it. Okay, should be okay. Maybe I can do the same over here so that it has a little bit of a curve. Okay, so I think I can rename this for a better understanding. Okay, so now let me duplicate this, and I will hide the original, and with this one I will just apply the modifier. Now I will go into the edit mode. I'll start to select the edge. In order to have an equal amount of edges, maybe I can do it manually. Let me show you. If I alt click, it will select the entire edge loop. And if I press G 2 times, G, I can easily slide without changing the mesh shape. So trying to keep the distance almost same. So GG again, eyeballing it. Maybe over here I can add, Control R, and add one more edge loop, and then just trying to keep it same. This one, alt click, GG, I'll just bring it closer, and then I can add one more edge loop. Okay, maybe I'll push it back a little bit. G, and then Y axis, I'll press Y, so just move it back just a little bit. Trying to have an equal, very minor thing. Yeah, alt click, looks fine to me, should be okay. Alt click, maybe I'll bring this down just a little bit, and then add one more here. Okay, and now this looks a little bit straight, so I'll just press G and Y, move it back just a little bit. Alt click, move it slightly closer, and then alt click, GG, move it away, alt click, move it away, and maybe I can add one in the center over here. Looks fine to me, maybe just a bit away from the first one. Alt click, GG. Yep, should be okay. So now I have somewhat equal. So if I start to select these edges, hold shift and then click and drag to add to the selection. Hold shift, click and drag, hold shift, click and drag. Now here I will select this one, maybe this one, and this one. That's it. All right, come over here to the menu, select loops, select edge loop. So it will select the entire edge loop, and this is what I would like to extract. Press P and then select selection. I'll just call this lines. Fine. So now at the moment it's a mesh. I'll convert this to curve. It is converted, and now I can enable the mesh out of this curves. So I can go to the curve menu and increase the depth, maybe 0.5. I think it's too much, maybe 0.3. I would like to get the border line, right? The same way I will do what I did with the previous one. Go into the edit mode and then alt click. Let's see what I get. So all of this is selected. So now I will hold shift, then alt, and then click. It will add to the selection. Again I will hold shift, alt, and then click. And then the last one, hold shift, then alt click. Right, now I can extract these selected edges. Press P and select selection. Okay, very good. tab edit to come out of the edit mode, and now I can select the edge which was extracted. Maybe I can borderline something to keep it separate, and now I can right click, convert to curve. Okay, and let's turn on the geometry for this one. Let's give the value 0.5. It's way too thick. You can reduce it 0.4. When you hide this mesh, you can see our cage chair is coming along. Very nice. Let's get the central line. Alt click, and we can press P to separate it. Selection, and then I'll hide this. So this is the we can give a name, central line, and now we can first convert this to curve. Once it is converted, we can come to the curve menu, scroll down, expand the geometry, expand the bevel, and then here we can give a value. So if this was 0.35, so we can give the same over here, 0.35. Okay, so I'll go to the side view, Shift A, curve, point, and then the settings. It remembers the settings from the last time. This is good. All right, press G, and maybe somewhere from here I'll make my starting point. E for extrude, and then E for extrude again. Press G, move it over here, and then press E to extrude, E to extrude. Okay, and then E to extrude somewhere here, and then E to extrude, E to extrude, and then E to extrude all the way up, maybe somewhere here. Perspective view, press tab to come out of the edit mode, and let me move this. Press G, move this somewhere here. Front view, let me bring this in almost to the center of this, or maybe I can hold control. I can snap over here. Now I can press tab to go into the edit mode, and then while this is selected, if not, I can select, and then what I can do is press E to extrude. Okay, press Control A and select all transforms, and now if I come over here, enter the value of 0, perfect. Now later on I can use mirror to bring this to the other side as well. This needs to go up, so we can select this point and raise it up. Press G and Z to raise it up. We can even give a smooth corner. Select it. But first let me bring this down. Select this, press G, Z, and then hold control so I can snap. Okay, and now I would like to select this and press X, dissolve vertex. That's gone. Select, press X, dissolve vertices. Now I can select this and right click, select fillet. Once I do it, I can expand this settings, and at the moment it's way too much. Let me reduce it. Now you can see the result. 1 centimeter works okay to me. Yeah, same thing we will apply over here. Dissolve vertex, press X and dissolve the vertex. Select this, right click, select fillet, and the value 1 centimeter. Okay, it's good. Now this is looking fine. Same thing I can do over here. Select this, right click, fillet, and 1 centimeter should be okay. And then add 0.5. Go to the front view and select the bottom part of the leg, and then move it out. Press G, move it out. slightly, okay, so that it can naturally hold properly. Let me rotate this so that it is a little bit straighter. Okay, okay, so this one, let's also make this smoother. So right click, and for some reason it doesn't allow. So let's go to our side view, and in my wireframe mode, let's select this point over here and try to move it. Let's see if we can get a curve. Smooth. Yep, looks good. And then this one we can just slightly rotate. And let's position this better. Okay, maybe move this down or move this out a little bit. It is not realistically attached. And maybe bring this out as well. Yeah, looks good to me. Maybe in the front view, I can just rotate it so it naturally follows the line. Very nice. Okay, I think I should increase the thickness of for the legs. Should be at least 1 centimeter. 0.6, maybe 0.7. Over here, let's fix this first. Press G to move. All right, and then press G to move. And then let's expand this. Yeah, now I can select only this point and press G to move. Now you can see better. Let's select this, come over here, you can add a mirror modifier. Isolate this, right click. Sorry, I have a shortcut. So press Q and the number pad. You can use this as the hotkey. Okay, now let me try to rotate and try to adjust. Okay, yes, it works. And if I scale it outward, I can adjust. Okay, this is very good. Let me come out of the isolation, press Q because I've added to my quick favorites. Oh, it doesn't work because I am in the edit mode. So press tab to come out of the edit mode. So this is now the object mode, as you can see over here. Press tab, it is edit mode. Tab to come out and back to the object mode. Now if I press Q, I can toggle the local view, numpad slash. Okay, all right. I can just press G and move down slightly. Here I can select these vertices and go to my right view, push this out, and maybe this one I can just push it in with X dissolve. I don't need that. And yeah, you can select this and we can fill this right over here. Fill caps. Okay. Oh, click. It will fill it. This one. Select fill caps. Okay, this is good. And the rest is already covered. All right. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. So you can adjust the thickness of these lines to your likings. Maybe your customer is healthy and you need a more stronger chair. It can be done, but the basic idea was to show the concept how to build this chair. So thank you for watching. Give a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and see you in the next informative video. Thank you and take care. Bye bye.